right, that report was filed by Nicholas Brown. Turning next to another important event today that has got to do with the National Dialogue on Small-Scale Mining, where the President, Akufo-Addo, has been calling for consensus on sustainable methods of mining. This, he believes, will boost the contribution of small-scale mining to the real growth of the economy. Now, according to him, though mining creates jobs, wealth, and improves the livelihoods of the people, it cannot be done at the expense of the environment. Take a listen to what he's been saying.
My views on the matter are well known and well documented. However, certain occurrences, especially in the run-up to the election of 7th December last, have inspired my insistence on the whole nation having a national conversation on Galamsey, and I thank each and every one of you for making it to this consultative dialogue. I want to begin by emphasizing one point. Mining can create jobs, mining can improve livelihoods, and mining can generate wealth. But it cannot and must not do so at the expense of damaging the very environment that produces the riches. We have to acknowledge that Ghana is not made up only of the humans, but is also made up of the soil, the mountains and valleys, the forests, the rivers, the lakes, the seas, and the plant and animal life as well. Without them, we humans cannot and will not survive, and so they also need nurturing. We have to acknowledge that the natural environment has as much right to be here as we humans do. In many parts of the world, stories abound of wildlife returning to rivers and lakes, parks and gardens, and even to some town and village centers as people retreated into lockdowns or cut back on open public activities because of COVID-19. There is clearly a contest between us, humans, and the natural environment, and it is a lesson we must collectively confront. We must adapt to coexisting in peace and harmony with nature. This is the time to help rejuvenate our land, the time to take a careful look at how we use the land, the time to revisit our farming and building practices, and yes, the time to address the issue of Galamsey.
President of the Ghana Chamber of Mines, Eric Isubonting, also addressed that event. He wants regulatory bodies to create a conducive environment for all players in the mining industry.
The risk of preaching to the converted permits me to define what the Chamber believes to be a mainstream small-scale mining sector. For us at the Chamber, mainstreaming means creating a structure that facilitates permitting, exploration, production, monitoring, regulating, and above all, creating support systems for the small-scale mining players to operate in a responsible manner whilst meeting their statutory obligations. In this regard, it is our expectation that the institutions of state that are mandated to ensure the regulation and promotion of the small-scale mining subsector will be aligned in purpose and direction to create a harmonious and conducive operating environment that benefits the operators, the state, and other stakeholders. One may ask why we are all so fixated on the formalization of small-scale mining sector. All over the world, the extractives industry contributes immensely to the economies of countries. In Ghana, the mining sector's contribution to GDP is about 10%, and it is the largest contributor to our gross merchandise exports, accounting for about 43% of gross merchandise exports. The industry was second largest contributor to direct domestic receipts by the Ghana Revenue Authority. These metrics are not inclusive of the value created across the business linkages that the mining industry offers to the non-mineral economy. The sector's importance requires that we continue to reevaluate its systems to obtain more inherent benefits for national development through mainstreaming, especially the small-scale mining subsector.